Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're continuing the free Amazon FBA YouTube course, destroying all barriers to entry. And apparently there's a dog in the hallway, maybe you can hear that. So let's get started. Today we're gonna be talking about how to create your seller account. And I'm gonna give you some helpful tips as well. Once you do create your seller account and you have access to it, I'm gonna show you some settings that you might have missed, and that will be helpful for getting set up. So let's scroll down here. The way you can get started, you could just search sell on Amazon, or you could come down here and right under make money, make money with us, you're gonna do sell on Amazon. And then that's gonna bring you to this right here, which I have opened twice because I don't know. Okay, so here we go. This is what you're gonna start. So you're gonna go to start selling, and it's going to be $39.99 per month, and that's what we're going to need to do because it is FBA. If you want to just do an individual account where you're shipping it yourself like eBay, that will be free, but that's not going to help you much if you want to follow along with this course. So you can do this, and I would recommend doing it. You are going to start getting charged, so take action. Like, don't let this waste. I've heard in the past when I was learning that you can email them, and if you, like, say you sign up, you pay 2 months, but then you don't start selling till the third month, then you could email them and say, hey, I just started selling, I was getting ready, can you refund the first 2 months that I paid? And they may or may not do that, but that's worth a shot, right? So then once you do this, I'm actually going to save myself the trouble of having to blur out a ton of stuff and have all these passwords that autofill and all this stuff. I've taken screenshots of every step of the way after you click on start selling. So the first thing they're going to ask you to do is this right here. They are going to ask you for a your name. I don't know why I said A. They're going to ask you for your name, your email, and to create a password for your account. You can see I have done that here, and then you're going to hit next. And then they're going to ask you to verify your email address. That's funny, it made the box no bigger. It just made more gray area. Okay, verify your email address. So they're gonna send you a one-time password to whatever email you used. So originally I was doing this and I just used a fake email, and then I got this far and I was already stuck. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're gonna come over here, and then it's going to ask you if you're going to be a, what kind of business type you are. So if you made an LLC, like in the video prior to this one, wait until you get your EIN number to do this, because you won't be able to go through. I have just selected no, I'm an individual for the sake of going further. But right here, you would click on this drop down, you would click limited liability company if you create an LLC. If not, that's totally fine too. You can just do it as an individual. Okay, so then next thing they're going to ask you is for your information, address. So this is just a fulfillment center of Amazon's. I literally just Googled Amazon fulfillment center address, and I used that for kind of like a mock-up address. And then obviously you're going to put in a real phone number. And again, you're going to hit send SMS, and then they're actually going to send you one of those one-time passwords, and then that'll get you over to the next step. So right here, this is actually kind of where I got stuck, because you have to provide your bank account information. Make sure you're filling all this out correctly, guys. Double check your work here, because it is such a pain in the butt. If you get something wrong, it's really going to hold you up. You're going to do North America, select, and then it's going to bring you to the next screen, which is actually where I got stuck, right here. So I wasn't going to put in my bank account information and continue. After this, you could see you would be going on to billing, be paying that $39.99 per month. Setting up your store. So guys, this is very kind of cut and dry here. It's like I'm teaching you almost how to create a Facebook account. It's literally, it's going to ask you for things and just fill it out correctly. That's how you set it up. If you can find the link, you can do this. So we're actually going to be stopping there. And you're going to continue to fill out this form if you haven't already. And then verification at the end. That one, you're going to need a bank statement. So here's a really helpful tip. If you made an LLC and you just made it and you just made an LLC or a business bank account, you won't have a statement yet. So what I did is I got a transaction history report. You could buy a couple things with your business card. Maybe you need, I don't know, a new microphone. Well, you wouldn't. Plant for your desk, whatever. Go buy something, whatever, a drink. I don't know why I'm telling you what you need to buy. Go buy something, a couple things, and then go back to whatever bank you use, walk into Bank of America and ask them for a transaction history with their logo on the top. So what that'll do is it'll replace the statement. Since you don't need to wait an additional month to get a statement, you could just use that. That's what I did personally, and it worked. So you're going to need that, and then you're also going to need a scan of a government ID, government issued ID, not a government ID. So a license, a state ID, any of that'll work. You're going to send those over to Amazon, and then hopefully they accept you. I've heard people like have trouble getting in. I don't know why. It's probably because something's not matching, right? Like if you put in something wrong in the initial part and then you changed it later, it's not going to line up. So that's why I said make sure you're being cohesive this whole time. And then let's go over to the tips. Once you've made your seller account and you get in there, I've taken some screenshots of some sections that you might want to see. So the first one is going to be under this tab right here. First thing you're going to do is click settings up at the top right corner of your seller account. Then you'll see this screen, and you could go to payment information. And we're going to click on charge methods for advertising. I actually learned this from one of Tanner J. Fox's videos right when I was starting. And this was super helpful. So right here, it's, I actually have it set up to come out of my credit card, business bank account, just because I think for like expenses, it makes it easier. But in the beginning, if you don't want to be paying out of pocket for your ads, you could have them charge your seller account. And what that does is it's going to show you, what am I saying today, guys? I don't know. It's Friday, whatever. It's going to subtract your ad spend from your payout, right? So it's like, say you make $5,000 in sales after fees, and you spent $1,000 in ads to get that $5,000 in sales. They're just going to pay you $4,000 instead of paying you $5,000 and then sending you a bill for $1,000. So that makes it really good and easy. My phrasing today is like hilarious to me. Good and easy. It's going to make it good and easy, I guess. So yeah, that's something you want to make sure you're hooked up to seller account method. And again, in the future, if you want to change it to actually still be on charging your card, that's fine too. It's just something to look out for. Like I said, I thought that was a really helpful tip that I learned. And then we could go over here to tax information. So this one is something that I actually got caught up on in the beginning, because being a new business owner, you don't really know the ins and outs. I think I selected business and then limited liability company. If you're the only member of the company, now if you have a business partner, you would do that. If you are a single member LLC, you see it says it right here. Individual includes sole proprietors or single member LLCs where the owner is an individual. I am an individual. I am not a member of a corporation, and I own my LLC, and I own 100% of my LLC. So for tax reasons, you could go on the IRS website and we read up on this as well. You're going to click on individual, yes, or maybe you're not, but yes. And then you're going to do your name as shown on your tax return. Just pull up your tax return if you don't know if your middle name's in there or how it was written. Hopefully you should know your name, but make sure that matches. And then business or trade name is where you would put your name of your LLC. And then down here, you could choose EIN instead of social security number. Don't quote me on this, but I don't think it makes a difference, because the way I read into it on the IRS's website was you'll actually report your income under a 1099 form with your social security number. Because you're just a single member LLC, it'll be a disregarded entity, and it will be filed just as additional income on your taxes. So you could do a social. I think I did EIN. You could, like I said, you could pick here and it'll be a drop-down menu. The only other option is EIN. And that's what we were talking about before. But social will work too. So that was really more for if you're an actual business. If not, you're going to do individual, obviously, and then you're just going to keep it as an individual. So guys, that's it for the third video in the free YouTube course series. We're going to be doing many more of these, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the daily uploads. I'll be gone for the weekend, but Monday we'll be back with a new video in the series. And pretty soon, like, we're just starting off in the beginning phases. This will get real fun once we get into product research, shipping, sourcing. Those will be really fun to make. And like I said, this is just entirely free. This is like what people are charging $500 for. I'm just going to put it on YouTube. So if you like that kind of style of teaching and you look forward to seeing more of me, please like and subscribe. Appreciate every one of you that has already. We're almost at 11,000 subs. That's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to get going here, guys. Don't really have anything to say. See you later.